Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Insandwich and welcome to another Gems of War video. This is the PvP video, so let's jump into PvP and go through our restrictions of the week. Don't forget, I play on PC mobile, so your restrictions can and may be different. So let's go and do this. So on Central Spire is the same as always, no restriction, so you can use any team. And let's start on the colors. So we have Aidania with yellow Aidania with the restriction yellow and barrier gems. Then we have Geheron with the restriction purple and dragon gems. And we have Saltwild with the restriction green and entangled gems. Then we will have Bay of Stars with the restriction Wargear and Wish gems. Winter's Reach with the restriction Elf and Fairy Fire gems. Ancient Cat with the restriction Dragon and Giant gems. And then in Maraji Expanse we have the restriction Monster with Wish gems. Samurai with the restriction Wild Folk and Fairy Fire gem. And last we will have Broken Lands with the restriction Orc and Stun gems. So I do not know if I know, but I don't know which restrictions were where. So I know that some are the same as last week, but I didn't pay much attention since I was not doing the video. So everything is in the description as usual. Regular teams, teams for all immortals. And now I do have a couple of new teams to show you. And the first ones are for Immortal Celine in Bay of Stars for the restriction Wargear. So let's jump there and do a battle with the first team. So this one is low level, I think, if I did not make any mistakes copying. Yeah. So we are using Void Color. We are using Harper, Immortal Celine, of course, and Titanius Fan with the class Elementalist. So let's jump into battle. So all my troops are leveled up and fully traded. My immortals, I think, except for one or two, all of them have the 3 first trait active also. And I am still missing the one of the new immortals. I don't remember the name. It's not Angrok and Rack. It's the other one. I do not remember the name. So I still don't have that one. So no new teams for that one. Choose one. Give life. You choose one. Destroy. Let's destroy. And cast Immortal Celine. And let's go. Let's see. Let's check the name of the immortal, just because. Drakon. So I still do not have Immortal Drakon, so no new teams for Immortal Drakon. So let's jump back in Bay of Stars with the restriction Wargear and show you the other team for Immortal Celine. No, go to battle please. And this one is eye level. So we are using Wand of Stars for the Wondrous Things, of course, with the class Elementalist. Then we have Aguara. We have, of course, Immortal Celine, and we have And Inari starts battle with full mana on the 3rd trait. which is very helpful as long as we have alignment to cast Inari. So let's see. What does Inari do? Green gems to spirit, so green to blue. We have alignment, we have an extra turn here, so that's what we are going to do. And then we can cast Wand of Stars because I do not see any other. Oh no, we have a match for that. I was blind. And now we can cast Wand of Stars for the Wondrous Things. I'm always casting Wand of Stars on the blessing side, so that's the choice that is always active. So that's where I always cast it, unless I want to... Oh my god, I forgot the name of the thingy. Unless I want to curse. That's where I choose to go to the other side. So okay, we have to be careful because this one also has the first three takes active. Give mana, barrier. So let's get some barrier going. So cast on the first side to get some barrier going. And now we are, no, we can cast Immortal Saline, let's go. And we are done. Now we are going to jump to right next door. So we are going to Winter's Reach. And I do have some teams, 3 teams. One for Immortal Glacier low level. This one is new. So let's jump into battle. Okay, so we have Spearmaster here. And we have, of course, Immortal Glacier. We have Life and Death with the class Elementalist and Princess Elspeth, which starts battle with full mana on the 3rd trait. So, with this team, Princess Elspeth creates 11 gems of a chosen ally's mana color and kill them, and then summon a knight troops. So, if you do not have your Immortal Glacier with the 2nd trait, so invulnerable, you cannot use this team, or you cannot cast Princess Elspeth, because we want to cast Princess Elspeth on the Immortal Glacier because she's I have it with the 2nd trait active. She cannot be killed, so Princess Elspeth will not take her away. So Princess Elspeth is only to be casted on Immortal Glacier if you have the 2nd trait active, invulnerable. Very important to point out, don't forget that. So, Princess Elspeth only cast on Immortal Glacier if you have the 2nd trait invulnerable active. Otherwise, do not cast her. Or do not use this team. Okay, so let's jump into battle. Do a battle with this one, and since I don't remember if I showed the high level team or not, I'm gonna say that one is new too, and I am going to show that team next. So we want to cast Princess Elspeth on Immortal Glacier, and it is not enough for me to stress, only do that if invulnerable is active. I know I'm repeating myself, but sometimes it is good to point out the things more than once, because I don't want no one to say that I was here and I said those things and I fooled them. So destroy a column deals through damage, so let's destroy here. And now let's do this blue and some skulls, and let's cast Life and Death and cast Immortal Glacier. Okay, let me grab the eye level team, because I really don't remember if I had shown this team at some point or not. So I'm gonna say it's new and I am going to show it. So copy eye level and paste. On this one we are using Wand of Stars for the wondrous things. Sorry. And the class Elementalist. Then we have Arachnian Weaver, of course Immortal Glacier, and the Spider Throne, which starts battle with full mana. So on the third trait, converts all brown gems to web gems, so brown to purple. Let's go see if we have alignment for an extra turn, because we do not want to leave and web gems on the board. And it is brown to purple, and we do not have alignment for an extra turn, so I am not going to cast it because I do not want to give web gems. And now brown to purple, still no extra turn, so let's do blues. Still nothing, so yeah, it's kind of annoying when we do not have alignment, and now we do. So let's do that. And now we are going to cast Wand of Stars on the cursed side, because we have more yellows and purples on the board. So that's what we are going to do. Cast Arachnian Weaver and try to get some more mana going. Extra turn on browns. Explode the board with Wand of Stars. Why can I get mana for Glacier? Brown, no alignment there, so let's explode the board with Wand of Stars again. Brown, no alignment, so let's do, I don't know what to do. Some blues and some reds and some yellows. Really? Why can't I get mana? God damn it. Let's explode with Wand of Stars again. Cast Immortal Glacier, and we can cast Arachnian Weaver also. And let's cast Wand of Stars again. This is being annoying. Do some yellows, cast Immortal Glacier, and we are done. Oh, this took a while. Oh well. So now, new teams for Immortal Gemini. However you want to pronounce it. I think it's Gemini. So first team, let's go. We are on the same restriction, Winter's Reach Elf. So low level now for Immortal Gemini. And paste. I need to drink some water. My throat is dry. So on this one we have Immortal Gemini, of course, with the first 3 traits active also. We have Shitey McShite Face with the class Elementalist. Then we have Princess Elspeth, and again, don't forget you want to cast Princess Elspeth on the Immortal only if the second trait is active. So Invulnerable needs to be active for you to cast Princess Elspeth on the Immortal, otherwise do not cast. And we have Malcandessa, which also starts with full mana. Let's jump into battle. And let's see, so this one explodes and this one yellow gems to green. Yellow gems to green. Do we have alignment? Yes, we do. So we are going to cast Malcandessa first. Let's do some greens there. We can cast Princess Elspeth on Immortal Gemini, but only if you have the second trait active. Invulnerable, active. And now we can cast Immortal Gemini and repeat the process, get some mana going. So let's do some purples. Extra turn on browns there. Some blues. Extra turn on skulls. Oh yeah, and if you have the third trait of Immortal Gemini, there is a 50% chance to convert a purple gem to a purple mana potion gem when my turn begins. That's why there was a purple mana potion there. And we can cast Immortal Gemini and we're done. So let's grab the high level team for Immortal Gemini. And let's go manage and paste. And now we have the Spider Throne, converts all brown gems to web gems, so brown to purple, starts battle with full mana. Immortal Gemini, of course, Wand of Stars for the Wondrous Things with the class Elementalist, and Arachnian Weaver. So we have a summon with Arachnian Weaver if we need also. And let's jump into battle. And first we want to do this extra turn on purples. And I am not going to cast the Spider Throne because we have alignment, but it's not an extra turn. And I don't want to leave web gems on the board. So let's do some greens with some reds on the way. And still no alignment, so let's do some blues. And now let's cast Immortal Gemini. Brown to purple. No extra turn, no casting Spider Throne. Let's do some greens with the Fairy Fire gem. Still extra turn on reds, some skulls, more skulls, and right about now some purples, extra turn there. And we can cast Arachnian Weaver. Extra turn on yellows, just because. And cast Immortal Gemini. Cast Wand of Stars again. Extra turn on skulls. Come on, couldn't you do another Scully? Oh well, Immortal Gemini. And we are done. And next, let's see where we are going next. So these were the new teams for the Restriction Elf. 2 for Immortal Glacier, 2 for Immortal Gemini. Don't forget, only cast Princess Elspeth if your Immortals have the second trait active, Invulnerable. So I showed Selene, I showed Glacier, I showed Gemini. And next we are going to Broken Lands with the Restriction Orc. I do have 2 new teams for Engrek. Copy that the right way, please. So these are the last new teams that I have to show you. So let's go there. Broken Lands with the Restriction Orc. Teams for Immortal and Greg. So let's do. For the low level team we have Usar with the class Elementalist. Then of course we have Immortal and Greg, and my already has the 3 traits active. Then we have First Mate Excalibur, that's the right way to say it. First Mate Excalibur, which starts battle with 4 mana, also converts blue gems to red and inflicts bleed on the strongest enemy. That will not happen if the strongest enemy is an immortal with the trait Invulnerable active. And then we have Garnock, which will give all Orc allies start with 50% mana. So Orc allies start with 50% mana. So let's jump into battle. And let's do this. So we want blue to red. Do we have alignment on that? We do, but not an extra turn, so I am not going to cast it. I'm gonna do purples and some skulls. Next I'm gonna do the red ones with the enrage gems. If you do not know what the gems do, you can in battle you can always come here and check the Hero Gem guide. So this, you can only see this while in battle. So if you have any doubt on what any gem do, just go there while in battle and see. So this was blue to red. Okay, let's do that now. We don't have an extra turn, but we can do it. And let's take care of the enraged gem also. Cast Immortal and Greg, and since he was enraged, he took care of everything. Also, another thing I want to point out, today I do not have any buffs active. Usually I do have some buffs active, but today I don't have any. So just so you guys know. Now let's go grab the last team for Immortal and Greg, the second team for Immortal and Greg, and the last team that I have to show you. Manage and paste. So here we are using Wand of Stars for the Wonders things with the class Elementalist, Immortal and Greg, of course, and 2 Eye of Arches. So 2 Eye of Arches. Let's jump into battle and let's do this. As usual, every team, regular teams for all the immortals will be in the descriptions. The ones that I showed you, that are the new ones, will have new in front. So everything is there, and the new ones say that they are new. Let's do some scullies. Explode the board with Wand of Stars. And now cast Greg. And we can explode with Eye of Arches. Also, deal some damage in the way. Explode the board again with Wand of Stars. And cast Greg. And we are done. So this is the last video of the day. I will see you on Thursday for the Guild Wars videos, because we do have Guild Wars this week. So don't forget, your guild leaders need to choose the keep that you are going to defend, and on Wednesday don't forget to choose which place you are going to defend and set up your defense teams. And yeah, I'll see you on Thursday on the Guild Wars video. So thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening to all my shenanigans, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.